Now, this is the stuff that you see in movies, an entire flight all to yourself. But it did happen in real life to a Rollins College student who was on his way back to school from his home in London. Well, he shared his unique experience on TikTok. And joining us now to talk more about it is Rollins student and soccer player Kai Forsyth. Hey, Kai, how are you?
Hi, guys. You okay?
I'm doing pretty good this morning. Not as good as you, my friend. You got a free flight. All right. So at what point, Kai, did you realize I'm the only person on this plane?
Well, the night before when I was choosing my seats, I noticed that I could choose wherever I wanted to sit, which is never happened before. And then obviously I got into, I didn't really think much of it. So as I was walking down the aisle to get to my seat, I normally get the seat at the back of the plane because there's more legroom. I realised there was nobody on the plane, and I was the last person to board. So I was like, this is a bit suspect. So I'm taking a video as I'm going down the plane, and then I sit in my seats, and then the flight attendant just comes along the aisle and starts putting the baggage holds up. I asked him, I was like, is there anybody else? And he said, no, there isn't. So it was really weird.
So it was just you, but I have to ask you, when you're sitting, right, waiting for your flight, did you notice that there was nobody around you waiting to board with you?
Yeah, I was actually in the boarding zone, and I was just staring at the flight attendants that were just doing the check-in desk, and I was looking around, and there was just nobody there, so it was really weird. And then I just jumped on the plane.
And so when you get on the plane, right, and then you realize, okay, they're closing the bins, I'm the only person here. Come on, they got to move you up to first class, Kai. They got to do it.
I did ask, but they did say that it was impossible to move me up to first class on the plane, upgrade me. So I'm guessing that they were in the flight attendants were sleeping in first class.
You were the only one on board, right? So it seems to me like you would have been treated like a king, right? Being the only person there, you got probably as many snacks as you wanted, as many drinks as you wanted. I mean, talk to me about that experience, having that entire plane to yourself. Did you feel a little bit like a celebrity?
I did feel like I owned the plane. It was very peculiar. I have to say to British Airways, thank you though, because they did treat me very well. Although I wasn't in first class, I was practically in first class at the back of the plane. I had all the meals I wanted, all the desserts, all the snacks, all the drinks. I made friends with a few of the flight attendants and the cabin crew. And yeah, I watched movies at the back. My time, it flew by because I was just having so much fun at the back with all the flight attendants. It was very good.
Well, what a treat for you, being the only person on a plane. Kind of makes you wish you could do that more often. Maybe you can fly private next time, right? We'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Kai, you were wonderful. Thanks so much for sharing your story with us. Listen, have a great semester at school at Rollins.
Thank you, darling. Enjoy your day.